Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, and I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect, all the 144,000. So, uh, this lesson really been uploading since yesterday. I don't know why it's taking so long, but did a lesson because I had mentioned about in the lesson right here, earth to the hands of the wicked, and I had mentioned in that lesson about you know about how the white egg come about to like Cain to Most High put that curse on Cain. So I had went and did watch the lesson on that, and I showed it also in this lesson that's uploading. So the Lord will let upload today too. And I was just watching the elder lesson, Jimmy Cyclone. I was just watching this lesson. I was just watching this lesson, and as I was watching this lesson, Spirit came upon me because he even quoted it, and I hope I did it right.
Touched on a lot of stuff.
I tried to timestamp the So I tried to timestamp the precept that he was trying to bring out, Lord willing. That's the one he was trying to bring out. But the Spirit came upon me. He would do a lesson not just about his subject, but as he was talking, man, he quoted the precept from Romans when Paul was saying, that the things that I want to do, I don't do, but the things I don't want to do, I do. And it's because we in this sinful flesh, man. It's this flesh we in. And, I just want to get a quick lesson in on that. Probably just title this one, subject to vanity. Because, what I'm saying, we subject to vanity, man. As long as we in this sinful flesh, until our change come, you know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians 15. Right here. Verse 51. 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep. We shall be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed, man. For the corruptible must put on incorruption, this mortal must put on immortality. So, man, this incorruption, this corruption that we got on, this sinful flesh, so we're gonna put on incorruption, man. Ain't gonna be no more sin, man. And like long as we in this flesh, matter of fact, excuse me for that. Let me bring that out right quick. Jeremiah, when I was chapter 31. Or is it? Yeah. Yeah, right here. So Jeremiah chapter 31. We'll start at verse 33. And he read, but this shall be the covenant. It's talking about the new covenant, man. And the only thing that we ain't in the new covenant yet, the only thing that happened with the new covenant was Yahweh shot laying down for us. Yahweh shot sacrifice for our sin. But new covenant ain't fully in effect yet. Because you're gonna know it's fully in effect when there's no more sin. Which you're gonna read right here. It says Jeremiah 31:33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, says the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts and write in their hearts, and I will be their higher power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more, and every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me. You know what I'm saying? They shall all know me. You know what I'm saying? So when we get into that kingdom, we gonna receive it all. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be changed. You know what I'm saying? This sinful flesh gonna be gone. And that's first, it's starting with the first fruits, the elect, and then the 2/3 gonna be brought in through the kingdom, reborn again through the kingdom through, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna be brought in another man nutsack. You know what I'm saying? Just like you gonna be reborn again into the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but this not even just joking. That was a little inside joke, but yeah, man, you gonna be born again to the kingdom. But as long as we in this flesh, as long as we in this body, we're subject to vanity. But we'll keep reading. It says, for they all shall know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them. You know what I'm saying? For the 2/3 all the way up to the elect, man. You know, starting with the elect. You know what I'm saying? Said the Lord, all caps saying Yahweh, or all caps talking about Yahweh, said Yahweh, for I'll forgive their iniquity and I'll remember their sin no more. So we already know, man. Once that change come and we receive that we receive the full, that second covenant. You know, once again, I don't think that happened in that second covenant. Yahweh shall lay it down for us. You know, I probably got it right here in my notes. Well, you know, this is talking about the. Well, yeah, this actually a good note to break out. You know, the end part means our spirit. That's when we're gonna be that's gonna be perfected, reprogrammed, because we was programmed to go off. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna bring that precept out anyway. You know, Romans 8:20. We subject to vanity, man. You know what I'm saying? But when we get into the second covenant, when we get fully into the second covenant, man, the Most High it ain't gonna be no more sin. So long as we in this flesh, you know what I'm saying? As long as we in this sinful flesh, you know what I'm saying? You subject to vanity, man. Ain't no man perfect in his flesh. Only one man walked in the flesh perfect. That was Yahweh Shai, man. So right here, you know, going to Romans. I actually want to break it out of the Hebrew too before I do that. So I'm gonna break it out of Hebrew too. Hebrew chapter 7, no, 11. No, it's actually 8. Actually 8. Yeah, right here. Yeah. So right here, we'll start at verse 10, Romans 8 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll start at verse 8. It says, for finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, said the Lord, I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers and then when I took them by the hand and led them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regard them not, said the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts. I will be to them a higher power, and they shall be my people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness and their sins and their iniquities, but I will remember no more. And that he saith, a new covenant he hath made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish. Yeah, let me do this right quick so nobody can't call me and interrupt this. But yeah, man. So though when we get that new covenant, man, it ain't gonna be no more sins. We're gonna be made perfect. You know what I'm saying? And my other note said it's gonna be reprogrammed, man. But that ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happened yet. You know, we got a part of it that happened that Yahweh shall laid down for us. That's why we not judged by the law no more. That's why we judged by the faith through the grace of people know Yahweh shall. And the elder brought out a good precept. And I usually usually bring Galatians 2 out a lot too when we were talking about this subject, but he brought out a great precept reading on down, and I started verse 20, the precept he brought out, Galatians 2 and 21. Galatians 2 and 20, going down to 21, it says, I am crucified with the Mashiach, nevertheless I live, yet now I put Mashiach, I start over. I am crucified with the Mashiach. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but the Mashiach liveth in me. And the life which I live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai, who loved me and gave himself for me. Now, that's that first part of the covenant that happened, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're not judged by the law, man. We judged by faith, as you see right here. I live in the flesh. I live by the faith. You know what I'm saying? So watch what it says right here, verse 21. I do not frustrate the grace of Yahweh, for if righteousness come by the law, then the Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, is dead in vain, man. You know what I'm saying? So only person who walked in this flesh perfect was Yahweh Shai, man. That's why his name, Philippians 2, chapter 2, man. That's why his name is exalted above every name on the heavens and earth, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got faith on Yahweh Shai. That's why no man comes to the Father but through the Son. But, you know, back to the subject, man, going back to Romans 8, you know, verse 20, man, we're subject to vanity, man. We subject to vanity. You know, as you seen in the notes, man, Adam was programmed to go off. You know what I'm saying? It's all prophecy. It's all set this way. You know, like the elder was just saying, man, you think we Most High sent us down here for us to be perfect and walk around showing the other? No. He got his elect, his remnant who understand, got that faith that we understand that through this sinful flesh, that no, we can't be perfect. But we knowing that we is gonna be perfect as long as we do the will of Yahweh Shai, we strive and we endure to the end when we get into our kingdom. This is a wicked place, man. Babylon, America, this is a wicked place. There's a whole lot of iniquity going on down here, man. You know what I'm saying? Not saying we just go around here just sitting on purpose, no. But we understand that we can never be perfect now. We're not even in our homeland. You know what I'm saying? We getting back to our ways, our knowledge, but it's gonna fully come when we get to our kingdom. So right here, Romans 8 and verse 20. Starting at verse 20, it says, "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by the reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption." What we read in 1 Corinthians 15, man. We're gonna take off that corruption and put on incorruption, man. Ain't gonna be no more sin. We're gonna be changed. You know what we're gonna be changed from? We're gonna get out these terrestrial bodies and get in our celestial bodies, man. 1 Corinthians 15 40 1 Corinthians 15 verse 40, man. We gonna get out these earthly bodies and we're gonna get in our spiritual bodies, our heavenly bodies, man. So it says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. And the children is in Hebrews, that's the sons, man. And Hebrews, that's the sons. So into the glorious liberty of the sons of Yahweh. So we go from there. We're gonna jump down here. We'll start at verse 15. No, we'll start at verse 14. It says, "For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin." What does carnal mean? Carnal is the flesh, man. We sold under sin. It says, "For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would for what I would that do I not. But what I hate that do I. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that is good. Now there's no more that I do it, but sin dwelleth in me." What is he saying? Sin dwelleth in me. It's the flesh, man. It's sinful flesh. Because what we see right here. "For I knew that in me, that is in my flesh, doeth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not." Because why? As long as we're in this flesh, we're going to go off. You see, he say, man, back up to verse 15, what he say? "For that which I do, I allow not." I don't want to sin. But I know I'm in this flesh, so it go off. It says, "For what I would do, that do I not. But what I hate, that I do." He hate the sin. But we understand, as long as Paul saying, I'm in this flesh, so I know that I'm going to go off, man. The Apostle Paul putting it right here in front of your face. And I bring it out, I finish it, and I bring it out in the NLT version too. So reading verse 18 again, said, "For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, though no good thing. For to will is the present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. For the good that I would do not, for the good that I would do, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do." You know what I'm saying? It's plain and simple. If you got the spirit, you gonna understand it. It's simple, man. For the things he want to do, he don't want to sin. He don't want to go off. But I go off because I'm in his flesh. Sometimes I slip up because I'm in his flesh. That's why we endure to the end. That's why we repent, man. It says, at verse 20, "Now if I do that I would not, it is no more that I do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. If I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. For I delight in the law of Yahweh after the inward man." What is the inward man? The spirit, man. The inward man is the spirit. "But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind," the spirit versus the flesh, "and bring me into the captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members." This is flesh, man. "O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death?" Once again, we read in 1 Corinthians 15:20, man. When we get that change, the Most High going to deliver us, man. Yahweh shall go deliver us from that. We're going to take out this corruption. We're going to put on incorruption. "I thank Yahweh through Yahweh Shai, our Lord. So then So then with the mind, I myself serve the law of Yahweh, but with the flesh, the law of sin. So we spirit versus the flesh, man. We understand that. We understand that's why it says in Galatians, man, for if you are spiritual, you're not under the law. Not meaning that you don't follow what it says, just that if you are spiritual, you moving righteous, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna walk circumspectly. You're gonna understand that in this flesh that you can't be perfect, but you're gonna walk circumspectly. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be weary to go off. You're gonna be weary to make mistakes, man. You ain't gonna just be trying to. You ain't just gonna be out here living in the fatness of Babylon, just drinking up the cup that Esau pour everybody up and they just swallow it down, chasing after the ways of this world. You know what I'm saying? But we under this we got the comforter. So we understand these things. You know what I'm saying? We able to withstand. We able to fight, you know what I'm saying? We able to push. You know what I'm saying? We able to do things. No, like the dietary law. We ain't eat no pork. No, we ain't celebrate holidays. No, we ain't going no churches. No, we ain't doing these. No, you know what I'm saying? It's little things we able to do, but no man is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Only man that was perfect was Yahweh Shai. So we read this right here, the NLT. No, just want to get a quick lesson about this because up early morning watching the lesson, it came upon me. So starting at verse 14, it says, so the trouble is not with the law, for it is spiritual and good. The trouble is with me, for I am all too human, a slave to sin. Come on now, you see it right here. I don't really understand myself for what I want to do, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. Hate the sin, man. Apostle Paul say hate the sin. I want to do what is right, but I don't. When I do what I hate. I hate the sin, man. I hate to go off. Well, that's why he say he go off. But if I know that what I'm doing is wrong, this shows that I agree that the law is good. Being spiritual, man. We understanding it. How should I say? I come for them who know they're sick. I come for them who know they need a physician, man. I come for them who need a physician. I don't come to them who think they right. Oh nah, we gonna be saved anyway. We can do what we want in this life. Ain't most I gonna save us. No, you ain't got the spirit, man. Cause I know in the spirit, we know in the spirit that's wrong. In the spirit that's going off. Right, verse 17. So I'm not the one doing wrong. It is the sin living in me that does. And I know that nothing good lives in me that is in my sinful nature. What is that sinful nature? This flesh. I want to do what is right, but I can't. I do not I want to do what is good, but I don't. I don't want to do what is wrong, but I do it anyway. But if I do what I don't want to do, I'm not really the one doing wrong. It is sin living in me that does it. Once again, that sinful flesh. I have discovered the principle of life, that when I want to do what is right, I inevitably do what is wrong. I love Yahweh's law with all my heart, but there is another power within me that is at war with my mind, spirit versus the flesh, man. The power makes me a slave to sin that is still within me. Oh, what a miserable person I am. Who will free me from this life of dominant, who will free me from this life that is dominated by sin and death? As we read in First Corinthians 15, man. Most High he gonna deliver us, but we're gonna get that change. We're gonna take out this corruption and put on incorruption. So it says right here, verse 25, thank Yahweh. The answer is Yahweh Shai, having that faith, man. Having that faith, having that comforter, having that spirit of Yahweh Shai. So you see how it is. In my mind, I really want to obey Yahweh's law, but because of my sinful nature, this flesh, I am a slave to sin. So just want to get that quick lesson there, after watching the elder lesson, it just came up. I'm trying to think of another, if I want to bring out another precept. Yeah, that's really it, But want to get that in, the spirit's on me to do that real fast. I'll tie this one subject to vanity, man. As long as we in this flesh, man, matter of fact, we getting off of this. Romans 8, verse 6, it says, well, we'll read verse 5 and we get off of verse 5 and 6. Nah, matter of fact, we'll start at verse 4. We'll start at verse 4. It says, the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So, man, it's right there. It's simple, man. We in this flesh, in this flesh, we're gonna go off. But hey, we understand through the faith, you know what I'm saying? We just out here living freely. You know what I'm saying? We ain't making Yahweh Shai down in vain. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So with that being said, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopeful elect, starting with 144,000. Shalom.